guys, this is Carrie with Fullerton Professional Organizing, and today we're going to talk about office or home office declutter and organization. The first person that we're going to talk about is Matt Bair, Bair. He is on YouTube, and he talks about the steps he uses for decluttering an office space. And what he does is what I do. He starts with all the flat surfaces first. Now, what I do is I take everything from the flat surfaces and I put it in a laundry basket, and then I go about trying to figure out where these items go if I already have a home for them. But here is his steps. He says, start with all the flat surfaces, sort like items together, declutter the trash or the donate items, and then he says, sort paper from smallest to largest. Just make a stack of all the papers. Don't worry about what they're for, why, when, how. And that is also something I do. No matter what I am decluttering, I stack up all the papers from the smallest to the least, and then I go through each one to categorize it. But he says sort paper with the smallest to largest first, just to get it together all in one place. Then sort paper in daily, occasional, reference for later, and shred. I usually put them in categories, and but that is for those that's for work. You know, you're going to have your daily items that you touch daily and occasionally, and your reference stuff. And then, but for home, of course, you'll sort your bills, reading material, statements. Those are all, you know, only you know what categories you're going to have. Declutter each category, or recycle or shred what is not needed. Throw out junk mail before you even bring it into the home or your office. File paperwork in file folders, color-coded folders. Now, he suggests red for your active files, yellow for your somewhat active, green for the files that you no longer active and you just need to have them around, and then blue folders for those things that you need to recycle or shred. And also have a shred bin and a trash bin. Decluttered yellow files can be kept in file cabinet or in binders. The binder idea is an idea I have used for years, that came from, you know, having a home-based business, and I used it when I used to be a teacher, and people still use it today. So you can choose to use a file cabinet, you can choose to use binders, or you can just go all digital. Declutter green files, and then they can be stored in banker boxes. Those are for those tax forms and stuff that you may have to come back to some time. Now, for how he organizes an office, Matt uses a target bullseye target as an example of room organization. And I've now heard this for craft rooms as well, and other people. The bullseye is the center of the target, and that is your desk. He suggests that you keep your desk completely clear at all times. He says put your computer up on a riser, so all of your items that you absolutely have to keep on your desk can be slid under there, and keep that work surface clear. And use drawer organizers, whether it's underneath the computer, underneath that riser or if it's in drawers. It just depends on your desk. And then your file cabinet, 2-drawer file cabinet, he suggests goes next to your desk with a hanging file organizer on top, and that's for your red files that are the files that you use all day, every day, all week. They're the active files, the most active files. Then your next files, the yellow files, which are the least used but sometime used, those are what you put in the 2-drawer file cabinet. And I'll come and give you some more ideas when I tell you about Nikki and some of her ideas. We'll touch on this again. So now, the 2-drawer file cabinet for files not needed daily. Label, you'll need a label and a label maker to label everything. Shelves can hold an 8-compartment mail sorter so that your binders, if you use binders, they will stand straight up, and then when you take one out, the others will stay standing up, so you can easily put that binder back in. Upright, and using rolling drawers to hold extra supplies. Like paper clips, those type of office supplies. And then banking boxes are for holding all of those files that you just need to keep, like those tax files, file folders. And we're just touching base on this again. Red for active, yellow for occasional, green for have to keep, like past taxes, and then have a blue bin for recycling and a bin for shredded, so that you can throw away the shredded documents. Those are all your dead files. Now, Fly Lady has some ideas. She has a control journal for your office. She says to break your day into evening, morning, and afternoon routines. Anything you need to take to the office should be placed by the front door so that you do not forget it. Check your appointments in the evening. This is your evening routines. I'm not sure if I said that. The evening routines are anything you need to take to the office. Check your appointments for the next day, and make sure your clothes match the day's schedule and weather. And make a list of to-dos and to-remembers for tomorrow. Then in the morning, the next morning, check your to-dos and your to-remember list. Drink water and healthy snacks for your morning routine. Check your appointments and adjust your to-dos and your reminders as needed. Start with your 3 largest tasks and the biggest projects and the biggest tasks. Do them first. Do them first thing in the morning when you get into your office, and get that out of the way. That way the rest of the items that you need to get done either get done, or if they're less important, they're okay to move to the next day. Now for the afternoon, your tasks can be broke down into clean off your desk if needed, drink water, eat your lunch, check messages, return phone calls, and return emails. They don't suggest doing this all day long. They suggest just doing this at this time of the day. Complete all your afternoon tasks, and then you're ready to clear off your desk and make notes for the next day, and turn off anything that needs to be turned off before you leave to go home. All right, hopefully I'm not going too fast. I know that sometimes I need to slow down. Now, some ideas from Organized Soprano on YouTube. She says set boundaries. If you're working from home, set boundaries. These are home office tips. Set boundaries. Let your family know when you're available and what you expect from them throughout the workday. Set up your workspace in a location away from distractions. face your workspace in a direction that will not allow you to be distracted by housework and visual housework. Only keep daily, all day use items on your workspace. Organize your work cables out of sight because they always look cluttery. Now, home office tips from Clutterbug on YouTube are a little bit different. She says, have a command center in your office. That's where you have the calendar, a whiteboard for making little notes, and then around it on the walls, have some pocket folders on the walls, those plastic pocket folders, and then label them. You know, when the kids leave stuff in your home office, you can just grab it and put it in one of those pocket folders. You can have one for each child, or you can just have one for all the kids, and whatever they left in your space, you just pick it up, put it there, and then you don't have to worry about it anymore. It'll keep your workspace fairly clean. Or you can pick a drawer, or just have a basket nearby on a table, so you can just do that. But her idea was the pocket folders, and she has a pocket folder for items that she needs to read, the kids stuff, to-dos, bills, and then her personal work items. She also uses a cube shelf with those cube bins, so that anything office related will have a place, and since it's in a cube bin, it will be out of sight, and that keeps your office looking nice too, especially for her tax papers. She says she's not a filer, she's a piler. So what she does is she piles them in date order, and that way when at the end of the year, they're already in date order. They're just not filed in separate folders. So by month. And then she suggests just labeling everything. Now let's go to Home with Nikki. So this is home office, some more home office tips. And this is how she took care of her husband's office. She put a rolling cart, one of those 3-tier rolling carts, and on one part it has his briefcase that he takes out with him, and it's kind of close to the door of the office so that he can just grab it and go. His planner is in there. Anything that needs to leave his office when he leaves is on the rolling cart. And then on his desk, she just keeps a bowl of paper clips, a cup for pens and pencils, and scissors. And then, of course, if he has a computer, and then Matt uses magazine organizers as hidden storage, and desk drawers. And this is how she does her office as well. Her desk, she has 3 drawers. You may not have 3 drawers, so you might need to use some bins and baskets with lids that can stack or something like that. But desk drawers, she has a tech drawer. It's just tech. And then one is just office supplies, and that's for her husband. But for her, hers is a little bit different. She also has one because she does YouTube videos and all of that. She has another drawer where she has her lipstick, her hairbrush, her hand lotion, and all of those things that she might use right before she gets on a video for a Zoom with her clients, or for a YouTube video, or anything like that. All right, so let's see, what else do I have here? All right, I think that's it. Now, a lot of these ideas you can tailor to make them work just for you. Some of these ideas work for a business office. Some are home office tips. All right, guys, I hope this was interesting and I hope it was useful. And I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.